started. Welcome. My name is Keith Hampton, and I am a very happy customer of BitcoinTAF.com. Fortunately, I was introduced to the company about almost 9 years ago now, and it has been quite a journey. And I've really been so blessed to have gotten involved at this early stage and learned so much from the team here at BitcoinTAF.com. So tonight, what I'm going to do is we have some people here in the webinar who can ask questions in the chat area or the Q&A area, so I can help you individually, the new members here with BitcoinTAF.com. And I also will share my screen to show you some of the different options that we have and the different training and education and the guidance and reports that we get on this incredible website, because quite frankly, there's very little high quality cryptocurrency information out there in the world. And this company has the highest integrity that I've ever seen in this space. And the research and the algorithms are truly uncanny, and they're really worth their weight in gold if you want to invest in the cryptocurrency space long term and short term. So we have both both options here to offer it to you. So to get started, I will just share my screen and we will get started. So when you come to BitcoinTAF.com, this is the website here, BitcoinTAF.com. You can sign up for free to explore what we have to offer. And there's a lot of choices. And while you're here, let me just go into the products. And we have quite a range of products of bots, indicators, actual courses on training, short-term trading, you want to do medium or long-term trading. In fact, most people, I think, like to start off with, I just want to be able to invest in cryptocurrency over the long term with good guidance. So I kind of know when to get into the market, when to take some profits, when to get out, and when to ladder back in. And if you were in that realm and would like to do that, I highly recommend these two webinars, the long-term trade reports for Bitcoin, as well as the Elliott Wave algorithm charts. Folks, these two are the most invaluable that give you the analysis of what's going to happen in the future on certain altcoins in the marketplace. If you can only afford one, I would recommend the Elliott Wave program. Both of them come with webinars, live webinars every week that often last anywhere from an hour to 2 hours that goes in detail analyzing the markets and each coin individually and to get our predictions. They also provide PDF reports that you have all the charts to analyze and rebuild in your own TradingView accounts so you can monitor the development of it, as well as not only cryptocurrency, but we also do a lot of stock market reports as well. So that's also excellent for people that want to invest in stocks as well as the cryptocurrency space. And of course, depending on the size of your portfolio, and what you can afford, you can also get into the inner circle or trade partners where you get personal guidance in managing your portfolio more in depth. But it's something for everyone. So if you're just getting started, I'd highly recommend the Elliott Wave report as choice number one. The long-term report be choice number two, and then we go from there. But we also have a lot of other products. We also have medium-term and short-term trading. So in those spaces, this is where people say want to be trading more actively, anywhere from say 30 to 90-day trades, all the way down to day trades, down to 5 and 10-minute trades, something for everybody. And in those spaces, we have something for everybody as well, depending on your acumen and your style of trading. So I like these medium-term reports. It's more like long-term, but we focus more on 30 to 90-day trades. So it's not a year to 3 year trades, it's more 30 to 90-day trades. And then we get into day trade masters where we're dealing with I would call anywhere from 4 to 15 day trades, so something much coarse. And of course, along with that, we have lots of education, like the Ultimate Trade course, and then the Ultimate DeFi course, because a lot of the cryptocurrency space is now moving into decentralized exchanges, and so it's a little different and needs more education. So we have a lot of education here for people that want to get started. Personally, one of the things that I want to know is, let me just click to a Bitcoin chart. Now, in long-term trading, these are candles on weekly. So each candle is 1 week of Bitcoin. As you see, you go all the way back here to, January of 2023. We've had quite a ride. It's been quite a bullish market. And we knew that that was going to happen. The question is, what's going to happen in the future? There's a lot of pundits out there on the internet, that are going to say we're going to have, one of these scenarios, and it's just going to take off like crazy. We've got others saying, yeah, hold on your horses. This could be a bull trap. We're going to have a big, breakdown. We've had some other people saying, no, it's going to just kind of wobble here all the way through. Which story is the truth? That's the $1 million question. And that's the answers we get with Marius Landman's AI algorithms that he's been using for the last 10 years to be able to forecast what really is going to happen in the future with Bitcoin and how we can trade accordingly. That's what's so invaluable. And then we also have in the product section, let me just go back to products. There's another product that you can get started with for very little money that can really, really work quite well. And by the way, we also have a foundational trading course that you can take as well to get the foundation of investing and trading. So what I like is one of the things that I really enjoyed is a new indicator that has been rolled out, and it has been called the HODL Fire. This HODL Fire indicator bot works extremely well with I would say 1 hour to 4 hour, all the way up to 12-hour candles. They work extremely well at predicting when to get in and when to get out. And it's a very inexpensive indicator that you can subscribe to. It's only $31 a month, but you can try it out for free by simply typing in HODL Fire 7 in the coupon area, and you get to try it out for free for 7 days to see if it's a fit for you. Of course, you need to have a TradingView account in order to utilize this. And it works extremely well. In fact, if I were to just click on a couple of charts here today, this is a coin called Tau, and I like to use this indicator on 2-hour time frames. And what we're looking at here is, I'm just going to make this a little bigger so you can see it on your screen. There we go. So what we're looking for is momentum. When are we going to get pivot tops? Top of momentum, and then when we're going to get to the bottom of momentum. And these black ones, you can see top of momentum, bottom of momentum, tops, bottoms, and tops. Now you'll notice this particular top momentum is in blue versus all the others are in black. And that's because at the front of a chart, this is we call it unconfirmed pivot top. It's a high probability that that's the top, but not 100% guaranteed. There's an algorithm based on that at a certain point that will turn black and be fixed. So we always have to remember that any indicator is not 100% perfect. And so you always have to have good risk management in these kinds of charts. So let me just show you another one. This chart here is arrow. And again, we have pivot tops, bottoms, tops, bottoms. And again, notice the front. It is a high probability it's a top, but not guaranteed. This could be a false top. So we have to use risk management in it. So let's pop to another coin. This coin here is Link, and I've got a little more indicator showing on this. But again, the same theory applies. We're dealing with bottoms and tops, And so how we play this is really very straightforward. Let me just go back to Tau, and I'll show you how I would have played this coin. if what I'm looking for is pivot bottoms, but remember when this was at the front of the chart, it would have been blue. So it's not 100% confirmed. So what I'm looking for is additional confirmation before getting in. So I'm looking for a buy tag. And once I see a buy tag, then I know there's a good higher probability that this is the bottom of momentum and we're moving up. So I would have entered this trade right at the buy tag. And then to manage my trade, I don't want to lose money. So what I do is I set a stop loss in a centralized exchange just slightly below that pivot bottom. And this way, I'm protecting my trade. So let's say I'm only trading $100. The worst case scenario, I'm going to lose in this case about 1.3%. So, and then as this thing goes up and traveling forward, what I do is I move my stop loss up to break even. Now, if this trade goes against me, I don't lose. It's a free trade. And I continue to just monitor it and move my stop loss up into stop profit. And I keep doing that, lagging it, because I've got to allow some freedom of movement, all the way up to what I'm looking for is a pivot top. And at that point in time, when I see a pivot top, even though it's blue, that's where I usually get out of the market. And in this case, I would have locked in a nice little 8% profit with risking only 1%. So that's kind of how I use this as a tool. Now, I use other indicators as well, which you get educated on with our trading courses, which adds extra confluence to give you higher probabilities of success with your trading. But you can see how easily this tool is to use. It's one of the easiest tools I've ever come across that works extremely well. Is it perfect? Absolutely not, because you will get false tops and false bottoms, and you will have the odd loss trade. But I don't have a problem with having one or two small losses versus getting some large gains. So again, going forward, what I would have seen here is I would have seen this another pivot bottom. I would have waited for the buy tag, which came in right here. So I would have entered about there. I would have set my stop loss slightly right around the bottom of the bottom pivot. Now in this trade, there's more risk involved. Here I'm risking 4% of my $100, or I'm risking $4 because of this long spike. There's more volatility right now. And then as the coin starts moving up, I simply raise my stop loss up to break even. And then I wait for a pivot top, and then I bail. I would have bailed probably in this range. And in this case, I would have locked in a nice profit of about 4%. So I had about, a 1-to-1 win-loss ratio there, risk to reward ratio. I like to usually try and get higher ratios if I can, but I'm quite happy with that. So I would have picked up, 8% on the first trade, would have waited for a few days, and then picked up another 4%. So it's 12% in probably about 2 weeks. That's I could tell you in the stock market, people would be overly whelmed excited making that kind of money in such a short time frame. And that's the reason I like crypto, is that it is volatile and it has more movement. And the fact that you have that more volatility with these indicators, I can make more money trading. And it's really an excellent way to build my portfolio long term. So that's basically how this works. And I really wanted to run that by you today to show you how easy it is to get started. So if you sign up for free, there's a lot of free education information in there. And if you would like to try this tool out, golly gee, for $31 a month, it is an absolute winner. But end of the day, I want to be a long-term investor in the cryptocurrency space. I want to know where the momentum, where it's going and where we're headed. So I want to use that long-term portfolio to be able to strategize owning my coins over the long term. And this is where, again, I love utilizing the education courses, the Elliott Wave and the Bitcoin long-term reports. They're invaluable. But in the meantime, I'm a student. I think all of us should be students of learning. We should never stop. And I would be taking the courses at the same time. So you really get a good foundation as to what's happening. So that's my little presentation this morning. So I hope you enjoyed it. And yeah, I do this call every week at this time. So you're more than welcome to come on board, ask questions, and I'd be more than happy to help you out with anything that you have on this. So with that, thank you again for tuning in, and we'll see you all next week. Take care, folks.